On a wedding ring versus a wedding band, if I was Tanis Pratt. Today is 6th January 2026, and here I, Tanis Coralee of Seattle, ruminate about whether I would prefer a wedding ring and or a wedding band if my name were Tanis Pratt. So this would be me taking the surname of my soulmate, my Chris Pratt. Both of our home state is Washington State, here in the United States of America. And this one, what are the origins of this YouTube video? The origins of this YouTube video are, I have this new phone that I got not too long ago. It's an iPhone 16e that I'm filming with. And I've been wearing this ring for a little bit, but not necessarily like all the time. And I had the phone I'm filming this with, my device, in my pocket. And I had the ring in the pocket. And the ring touched the camera, and I was like, no! I was like, my fear over a scratched camera lens superseded, or in terms of like ordering, like as in chronology, before being like, maybe I should be concerned about losing the ring. And so here we are. I'm discussing this because of me filming YouTube videos and me being concerned about the camera lens. And so, or camera face, or whatever, camera glass, whatever one wants to call it. And so I was like, okay, well, would I want a ring like this, or would I want a band, something without jewels, or that kind of thing, or a wedding ring / wedding band, which is like a band with jewels. And I was like, how about basing it on something from my past? And I was like, which would be best on a boat? Okay, and that's actually a great one, because it's like normal life, but it's like on the water. So there's like, would it slide off my finger? And then what about storage? If I had if we're doing if I'm tying knots and can I wear it when I'm tying knots? If I'm not, where am I going to store it on the boat? Okay. So here we go. So a wedding ring is something that a woman wears, and it's tends to be like a band with a set jewel or gem kind of raised up. So like on this one, if we say like the elastic, it actually is stretchy. Kind of pillars are the ring part, and then the jewel is the blue, green, and white football Seahawks colors, Seattle Seahawks colors. And is this my final product as Tanis Pratt? Or, so then a wedding band would be like just the elastic part, the stretchy pillars without the football part. I'm like, my Chris Pratt is a healthy man. He's meaty, and I kind of like communicating that he's mine through a meaty band with a meaty gem. Yeah, and like I would want. Okay, so that's the wedding band. It's just fun. And then the wedding ring / wedding band, I typed up, I was like, how do I describe this? A wedding band encrusted with gems / jewels so as to retain its ring silhouette. So essentially, like, instead of these, all these like little gems and say on the football, they would be on this elastic band of pillars part. So essentially, the jewels would be on the band. So it's a slash. It's not a. So the wedding ring is typically a she. The wedding band is a he. So the wedding ring / wedding band is a he, she. It's both. So personally, in terms of just who I am and my man and me being Tanis Pratt, I would actually prefer a wedding ring. I would like a wedding ring that kind of fits me and him and us. And so there we go. It'd be kind of cool to have like a matching band part that like matched his, and then the gem is like, because I do have a background in mineralogy, perhaps a gem that represents us, so I won't want to experiment on it. Instead of something for me, maybe choosing like a mineral that I'm like, okay, it's us, so just make sure it stays pretty, like my camera for the device I'm filming with. And so which would be best on a boat? So that's my kind of gender roles pick. is reinforcing that I am a menstruating woman. I am committed to being female, and that's one thing that I do support in that context, which would be best on a boat. I actually think a wedding ring would be better than a wedding band because it's more likely to get stuck in something if it comes out of, like, so let's say it's box. So let's say I have a box either way that I'm storing the wedding ring or wedding band, and if it comes out, if there's some big thing like like the football, it might be more likely to get lodged in between pillows, I'll like say on the deck of the boat, and not go rolling off the boat, as opposed to a wedding band. So like it being a bulky item might actually be advantageous for not losing the item entirely, and hence for finding it. So there we go. That's on a wedding ring versus a wedding band if I was Tanis Pratt.